down, man. Turn the lights down. Y'all shining too much.
Nah, fam, we only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds cripple, mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers. Rearrange strangers with the written next mission. Bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you not adjacent. I'm in a league of my own. My soul speaking through poems. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The dichotomy of dark and light is all about balance. Life's never perfect. Beauty runs deeper than the surface. Album on sale, but the soul not for purchase. Birth this ill style with mild symptoms. It gets them ecstatic. I'm a shock to the system. Warrior. Battle scarred, yet these bars hard. Thus became an author, not the art part. I say, this the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Can make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Sacrifice a ticket to the afterlife. My mission isn't done on earth. Alert the jerseys versus fuel my appetite. I have the right insight. World needs the facts of life. Healthy as an apple slice. This what real rappers like. International. Took a vacation. Still working on my sabbatical. Casual but tactical.
Listen up, please.
I'm more than a chess piece. Pawn starving a bargain for scraps while the rest eat. Left me to fend for myself. And I conquered where the wild things are with the monsters. As the earth keeps turning. Lies keep turning. My eyes see burning. Fire desire with quiet, I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, the feet vermin. Billie Jean, you can see that light. Every step that I take, walk with a glow kept to my fate. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. gleam of a colorful dreamer, clean by the redeemer, queens of radiant demeanor, beams of light. I know you've seen us. We shine bright through the zeitgeist, banking on jewels, hit a nice heist. Drop a few gems, then ignite mics. Land of the free, but it comes for the slight price. You are not nice. Rappers want to battle, not a sweat. Quiet is kept like Naruto's wife. He not a threat. Young vet in the place. Masses, brains all trash. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Darkness embraced like a plague. But our light never will be dim. Better grab a pair of shades. But shine all in your face. I got the light. He got the light switch. Navo, we can't stop shining, fam. It's what we do. Paint the sky blue. Feel a little static shock out here. What? They talk about
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the RS Racing League. My name is Pixel Thomas, and today we are once again back with the Summer League. Today we are here with Summer League Tier 1 on the Monday. Unlike last week where we were commentating on Tier 2, just because it should be a bit closer. We also don't have the entire GFO clan here, which we're kind of ruling the entire second tier. But today we are here in the Spanish Grand Prix. Pretty basic, but still pretty hard track with the chicane right at the start. We have 14 drivers on the grid, possibly a 14th one joining as, or 15th one joining as well. And we had some friendly competition from what I could see in our Discord between Janice and Franz, so be sure to look out for that. We have Borkas, who is the first out, ready to start qualifying off as the first one out on track. Like usual, we have a short qualifying, and after that we have a 50% race, which should in total cost about an hour and a half. So sit down, relax, get a snack, get some drinks as we get ready to watch the race unfold. But if I am looking correctly, we currently have Jelmo. There goes Borkas off track with a camera that isn't really ideal for us to watch. But oh well, I think it will be Markov who will be the first to start his timed lap here in Spain. But as I was saying, if I'm looking at it correctly, we have Jelmer currently as the fastest driver in this tier, because of course we've only had one race, and it is Jelmer who won the last one in tier 1 here. However, it is Aston Martin who is, if I am correct, leading the championship right now with a total of, quick maths, 26 points, 1 point ahead of Jelmer. Because, no, it is Mercedes and Aston Martin that are tied for first in the championship, with Jelmer and Razor for Mercedes, and we have Lumbergumber and Dave for Aston Martin, and we have all of them driving, if I'm correct right now. So this might define who will take the lead in the championship, which is pretty cool to watch. Are the battle after the first race that we have going on. Oh, a fuel sneeze coming up in a second. Ooh, slight mistake from Markov over here, and those are track limits just before the end. Not ideal, but they can happen. Sad to see that happen, but oh well. It is Nat Northern and Mr. Pizza. Both Haas is setting the first times with Mr. Pizza a 1:12.39. Bork is falling right back behind with a 1:12.6. Franz with a 1:13.2 and Nat Northern with a 1:14. However, all the times are rolling in now, as we still have Mr. Pizza leading, or I guess currently standing on pole position. But of course, these are the first times coming in. We will probably see the time slowly drop down further and further. I hope the audio quality is good, by the way. I did mess around with it once again, so I can hopefully give the best commentating experience that we can give right here at the US Racing League. And it is Turtle Master snatching away pole position with only, let me see, 0.06 of a second's difference. Pretty impressive stuff. Pretty close times so far, which I'm looking forward to. Close times often mean close battles, and that's what we're all here for. Seems like Markov is still recovering from his lap that got disqualified, and he is probably going into the pits, yeah. As we still have Lumbergummer and Daxi in the pits, waiting to go out for the track, I guess, to clear up a bit, so they have more open track with less traffic on the road. As, who is that? That is Haas staying out? Isn't that Northern staying out? Yeah, that Northern is going for another time lap, I think. Which is not something I would expect on used softs. Already set a time. Currently on P11 at the bottom of the people that did set times. And he is going for another one on used tires. Currently not really faster than his previous, but gotta respect what he is trying to do. And there he lost control. That is the end of his time lap, as we have Lumbergumber currently starting on his out lap. For the people who don't know, the outlap is a lap that you try to get your car in the perfect conditions to set the fastest lap, which means saving up battery, getting heat in the tires as well as you can, and as spread out as you can. Of course, you don't want all the heat to be in one place, but over the entire tire. And that is sometimes pretty tricky to get right. However, with the track record of Lumbergumber, it shouldn't be hard to get his car in the optimal position to get the fastest lap. Lumbergumber has shown himself as a formidable foe in the last years and all the other races that we've seen him race outside of the season as well. I'm looking forward to see how he will compare to Mr. Pizza and Turtle Master, who are still pretty close with the times. Both haven't really improved their times. So let's see what Lumbergumber is able to do. Usually he one-shots pole position and sometimes has to fight once again by a second time, but he usually has pole position starting the race. But here we go, starting the time lap of Lumbergumber. How will he do it? Still looking good. I've personally raced on this track and it didn't go well. It was when we were trying out F125 and how it would behave if we were hosting competitions on it. And I can tell you, it is a rough track, especially for me. I'm not the best at racing, so I was struggling on this track. And just to see someone like Lumbergumber fly over it is just impressive. That's all I can say. Here we go, down the last two corners. And that will probably be P1 indeed. 2/10 faster than Turtle Master, snatching away pole position from both Turtle Master and I think Mr. Pizza as well, who could probably have a good shot at it still, as we see Daxi sliding into the wall down in turn 4 or 5 out of the top of my head. As we have Nat Northern going out, we have Condals on his time lap currently almost 2/10 faster, which does get him close to Franz, who is currently in P10 with a 1:13.2. He will have to put on quite some work to get as close as he can to Franz, but I don't think he will be able to do it. Let's see. Woo! He did, and even by a long shot beat it. He won 3/10 in the last sector. That is impressive. Currently finding himself on P7 with 1:13, almost flat, 100th faster than Jamie. As we have sometimes changing with Jamie, now snatching P4 away, back ahead of Condals. As Arthur is also about 2/10 faster, which should end him up, I guess, P7-ish, P7, P8, something like that. And he messed it up at the ending. The last sector was not going well for Arthur. So he did improve his time, 0.07 of a second behind Razor. But shows that he still has room to improve. Daxi is started on his outlap. Same for Markov. So let's see what the last two people to set a time are able to do. Daxi is known to be pretty fast. It often has a good shot at podium. Doesn't always get it, sadly, but that is racing. There is competition. But we do know that he is capable of some quite fast times. So let's see how he will compare to the rest of the field. One of the last to set a time. As long as he doesn't mess it up in the last corner. Here we go. And it is looking pretty good. I'm guessing a 1:13. Indeed, a 1:13.2. What about Markov? Currently halfway down through Sector 2. Just entering Sector 3 with the fastest second sector. That is looking good. Markov is often a competitor for the race win. and almost always on the podium, if I remember his track record correctly. So let's see what he's able to do. It is looking pretty fast. I'm guessing a 112. Ay, Markov, a 113.2. It is Daxi and Markov falling outside of the top 10 as we have Markov hitting a sign. I don't think the sign was looking at him too nicely. As let's see, we have Franz going on there another time lap, followed instantly by his teammate, who just set a time, Markov, of course. So let's see what Franz is able to do. Looking pretty good, however, what I do see is even with the battery, Markov is sticking pretty close to Franz. Even though Franz had the fastest second sector, 4/10 ahead, it shows that Markov can keep up with him, which is pretty surprising. That because Markov already set his time, so I don't know what is going on with Markov, but he is fast. He's just not really setting time with it. As Franz snatches P7 away, almost half a second faster than his previous time. That is some impressive time gains, as we are looking at Janis 2/10 faster, will snatch P4, shoving Franz back to P8. As I think we are about halfway done with qualifying. Sadly, we cannot see due to yellow. That is sadly still stuck. Interview, as it is Razor who is having issues or something. I don't know. The yellows are following him. As I think everybody is now currently just getting back to the pits, as everybody has set a time that they want to, or maybe Franz is going for it again. I doubt it though. I do really doubt it. Yeah, exactly. 5 seconds faster. Or slower, I mean. There we go. That should be everybody in the pits except for the people currently going out, of which Turtle Master is now about to start his time lap again, currently in P3. Is he able to snatch back pole position, which Mr. Pizza stole away from Lumbergummer with a 10th faster time compared to Lumbergummer? Turnmaster previously faster than Mr. Pizza, just by a little bit. Does still have a good shot at pole. Will he be able to snatch it away though? That is the question. Battery usage looking pretty good. Still, like, has quite some battery. 40% battery remaining, as he is 2/10 faster. Already looking to snatch away pole position with the fastest second sector to prove it. As long as he can keep holding on to it, holding on to the lead that he has through sector 3, he does have a good shot at pole position. Is he able to do it? And no, he does not. He is 100th of a second slower once again. Aye, Turtle Master. You were so close. Shows that Mr. Pizza and Turtle Master are really good opponents against each other, which I really like to see. What about Nat Northern? How is he doing? Just finished sector 1. Battery still at 100%, so I don't think he is going for a time lap. Yes, indeed, he is not going for it. He will use this as a second outlap. As we have Condols currently about the same speed that he had previous time lap that he did. Let's see how he is able to keep his speed through Sector 2. He is slower, 10th slower so far. He still has 37% battery remaining. How will he use it? Will he be able to win back that time that he's losing through Sector 3? I doubt it, but he still has a good shot to do so. Catching a little bit of grass there, cutting a bit around the inside, and it is just barely not an improvement. As Turtle Master has retired from the session, I still don't know how long we have left because of the yellow sector, or like the yellow flag that we have currently apparently in Sector 2 and 3, and it doesn't want to leave. But I'm guessing it's soon enough, as we have Mr. Pizza and Lumbergummer both on their outlap. As here we go, it is Dave starting his time lap, but he does have a car in front. Will he go for the overtake? He is being blocked by the car in front. I do not know who that is. Who is that? It's his teammate. It is Lumbergummer, currently in his way. Also go for an outlap and sliding out. Ay, Lumbergummer. You will have to go for another time lap again because we only have 40 seconds remaining, as he kind of ruined the time lap for the both of them with that. As Dave parked it on the side. Is he done? No, he has just given space to the rest of the people. As Condules is doing the same. I don't know what he is doing with these very, very slow entry onto the straight. I think he is done. I think he gives up as he is waiting for the timer to run out, which is really weird to see. He is out of the racing line though, so that is still, I guess, allowed, as he is standing still and finishes for us. He just wanted to wait so he could be one of the first to set a time there, or at least across the finish line. As we have Lumbergummer back in pits, he will not go for an improvement. Same for Dave, who went into the pits. Or, yes. No, he didn't go into pits. He just gave up in Sector 2. As you can see, Arthur making a slight mistake down at the start of Sector 2, as we will probably pass the place where Dave retired. But we have Jamie snatching P4 back. And Arthur is struggling to improve his time, which he fails at. Let's go on board with Razor, also not sending a new time. So this will be the qualifying positions for the official race. So we have Mr. Pizza starting on pole, with Turtle Master and Lumbergummer closing off the top 3. Now we have Jamie and Razor close off the top 5. Daxi, Janice, Borkas, Markov, and Franz to close off the top 10. Then we have Dave, kind of disappointed by his performance so far, but he will definitely prove us wrong in the race, like he always does. But yeah, Dave P11, Condules P12, Arthur P13, and Nat Northern P14. Pretty close times, everybody within the 112s except for Mr. Pizza, and the last are still pretty close together with 113. I'm looking forward to the battles that we will see once we will be getting in the official race. So currently we are waiting for Arthur and Razor to be fully on the pit boxes like we just did. And now we will be loading into the official race, which of course we will have the formation lap. And once again, it will be a 50% race, so it will take about an hour, about half of the usual race that you see on television. So get some snacks, get some popcorn while we wait for the race to load in. I will definitely do that. I will just quickly get a drink. So I will be right back as we are loading in. Here we are waiting at the pit lane as all the cars are loading in, as everybody is picking their race strategy, which could define the very results of this race that we will be seeing unfold here any second now. Keep in mind that if you want to participate in these races, you sure can. You can join our Discord, which you can find on almost all of our socials, or ersracingleague.com. There you can join our Discord, apply, and you can join these races for totally free. We have an entire team trying to offer you the best racing experience that we can, so definitely make sure to join. Anyways, here we have the start of our formation lap with Mr. Pizza on pole. Let's see if he's able to keep the race lead through the rest of the race. I doubt it though, because Turtlemaster, Lumbergumber, and apparently Jamie are showing as formidable foes. But this is the perfect time where I usually say I am wishing for a clean formation lap and also a clean first lap. After that, I don't care what happens. All hell could break loose for all I care. I'm just a commentator and I like watching the chaos unfold. And of course, it's racing after all. Mistakes can happen. Chaos can happen. So I'm looking forward to the race that we will watch unfold in a bit. 14 drivers on the grid all prove that they have some serious pace in them. So I'm looking forward to see how they will compare with each other. All right, here we go. All the cars will be lining up on the grid right now, and that is Mr. Pizza shooting a bit too far. I think his tires got cooled down because of it, but I'm not quite sure though. They might still have some heat in his tires, which he can use real good. Second now, and all the cars have lined up on the grid as we are getting ready for the race start. Everybody has loaded in. The lights are turning on any second now, and it is the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's lights out and away we go. It seemed like Mr. Pizza had a great exit, a great race start, as we can see that he is still managing to stay ahead. Lumbergumber struggling to win a position, though. We have cars almost going 3 wide, and it is Lumbergumber finding the correct line and is currently still in the battle with Turtlemaster, but it seems like Lumbergumber has a little bit more speed from what I can see. They are still side by side. Turtlemaster finds the racing line quicker, closes off the gap for Lumbergumber, so Lumbergumber will have to fall back to the position that he started in, and currently it is Dave falling back all the way to P14. He didn't have the best start that he could have, as we have quite some position changes going on, with Daxi losing 2 positions from what I can see, and Borkas and Markov having a great battle. Cars being 3 wide, Markov snatching 1 and 2 positions as long as he can keep this line, and he can. Daxi falling back even further. As Borkas currently fighting with Arthur, and it seems like Borkas does have a good shot to overtake. You can see he has the lines. However, with a slight contact, he did lose traction for a bit, almost sliding out and losing a lot of time compared to Arthur ahead of him now. Mr. Pizza still leading the race after their first lap of the Spanish Grand Prix. As you can see, Arthur go for a pretty clean overtake on Daxi. According to the book, beautifully done. No loose ends attached to it as well. Seems like everybody is still quite literally within attacking range, as we might see an overtake happen here from Conduls. It is a name that I do not recognize, so I'm interested to see how he will compare to all the other races that we have had for quite a while here within the league. It seems like he is managing to tag along quite well, but not really have a good opportunity to overtake. But you can see that with everyone is still managing to stay within the second. However, we do not really see good opportunities for overtakes happening. To go on board with Markov, who didn't really qualify on the best position that he could. Let's have a look at all the position changes. Here you can see Markov winning 1 position, Franz winning 4 positions in total. However, Daxi losing 4. And Dave all the way at the back with 3 positions lost. That is not ideal for Dave. Normally he is one to compete for the podium, but currently he is struggling behind. I think something is up with the setup where he has changed a few things about. But he is driving on the hard tires, just playing the long game at the start already so he can push later on. Let's see if Borkus, now finally getting back to Daxi, is able to get for the overtakes. Oh, getting a bit of oversteer. Managing to keep the traction, however, as he is looking for an opportunity. You saw that he was getting real close, looking for a possible gap around the inside. It wasn't there. So he's waiting. He is waiting for a good opportunity to attack later on. It doesn't happen yet. As we have Razor overtaking Jamie. And Jamie almost snatching it back. Still side by side. You can see that Razor was overshooting it a bit. Going a bit wide through that corner. As it is Razor managing to stay ahead. Jamie did give him the space that he needed, though. He wasn't really pushing Razor away. As Razor is now managing to get further ahead. Almost half a second as the top 3 are getting off, as we have Janice now looking for an opportunity to overtake Franz. Doesn't make it work though. Got real close. As we can see that Dave and Nat Northern are battling it out. Of course, I assume that Dave should have it in the pocket. However, Nat is staying close. But I think Dave has done it. Dave currently in P13. Let's see if he's able to climb his way further up. And just in Detroit, the clouds do not look promising. Definitely a chance that it would rain, but currently it is dry, so make the best of it. We can see Daxi around the inside with Borkus. Slight contact between the two. Borkus managing to stay ahead. Daxi did have a little bit of wheel spin. Didn't have the exit speed that he needed because of it. As Borkus just finds the traction, finds the acceleration, and manages to stay ahead still. However, we do now know that Daxi does have more speed. So it's just a matter of time until he comes knocking at the door of Daxi again. As Daxi will probably try and win a position if he can right here. Doesn't go for it. Was too far ahead as Jamie and Franz are battling it out now. Oh, Jamie real aggressive, tapping the back of Franz, and there goes Jamie sliding out as Janice wins 2 positions for free, and Jamie will probably join the people at the very back. Oh, Daxi trying it again with Borkus, this time making it work at the entrance of the DRS zone. And that is Daxi now finding himself currently in P9 as Borkus falls back to P10. But you can see that Daxi is really pushing himself. Getting wheel spin at almost every acceleration point, making a mistake. This will be the time for Borkus to fight back, sticking around the inside, doesn't risk it. Daxi, however, did, and manages to stay ahead. As Borkus almost goes off track, but luckily was able to catch traction in time as Condols is trying to snatch that position away. The slight mistake of Borkus causing him to lose some exit speed. It will be Condols with the inside contact between the two. And was Condols that had right away within because he was ahead at the apex of the turn. But luckily no damage between the two, nobody spun out. And that is Borkus losing another position. First from Daxi, and now from Condols. Lumbergummer struggling to stay within the second of Mr. Pizza and Turtle Master. With Turtle Master currently leading the race, I think I missed that moment when I was watching the other battles that were going on further in the back. As you can see, Mr. Pizza really pushing himself to try and stick close. He will have DRS to tag along a little bit as Turtle Master just drives the fastest time. Both are on the mediums, as I don't think Mr. Pizza will be able to do it right here, and Lumbergummer loses half a second just down that straight. Insane. As Condols overtook Dax in the meantime as we were watching that. Impressive stuff from the driver that I do not recognize. Anyways, we might see an overtake happen here soon enough using the DRS zone that is coming up as Borkus overtakes Daxi. Daxi is struggling in the back, winning 2 positions at first and now losing it instantly again, finding himself outside of the points. There we go, DRS is open, he is getting closer. Will he go for it? It's too far away. Mr. Pizza will still remain in P2. As we have Daxi. Come on, man, you got this. Oh, Daxi really struggling to find the grip, which I noticed when I was racing this track myself. And there comes Jamie. Never mind, both are going in the pits. I think they both used up their tires. With Jamie, who was on the softs, and it was Daxi on the mediums who used up his entire tire. That is really, really weird to see. That the medium tires are used up by turn or by lap 8. So we have Condols looking to snatch the P9 away from Borkus. And we have Arthur looking to get Franz. Already in the points, just looking for more. Oh, slightly sliding. As Mr. Pizza snatches the race lead away and set the fastest lap with the use of DRS, of course. Mr. Pizza back where he started. He started on pole. Now at lap 9, still leading the race. After just getting it back, of course, as Borkus loses the position to Condols. Because Condols, of course, had the DRS. He was close enough with attacking range. And he made light work of him. However, Borkus is sticking pretty close still. He might latch back with the use of DRS down in sector 2. As Daxi and Jamie are battling it out at the very bottom. Jamie spun out at the start. Daxi has pitted though. Daxi on the colder hard tires and Jamie on the used mediums, I think. Or both went for the freshers. I think Jamie went for the fresher mediums. As Daxi is looking for the long run. Which might pay off later on. But it's always a gamble to pit early for the hards. As you don't know what could happen in the middle of the race. As here we have Turtle Master down at the end of the straight. Overtake by the buck, snatches away the race lead as Mr. Pizza is still sticking really close. Lumbergummer already over 3 seconds behind as Borkus, with the use of DRS, snatches back the position that was his. Still managing to stay within that second, which he can use really well when he's going down the second DRS zone as Jamie loses the position even though he's on the medium tires. He cannot get away from Daxi is on the harder tires. With the use of DRS, Daxi managed to stay ahead. But let's see if Jamie is able to stay close to it through the rest of the lap and maybe attack back, trying to win that position again at the end of the finish straight, at the end of the next lap. As it doesn't seem like we had any overtakes happen down the rest of the lap, as we have our number 1 and our number 2 going at it again down the final straight. Turtle Master getting track limits though at the very exit. Mr. Pizza full speed with the DRS, of course, snatches the race lead back as Lumbergumber and Borkus both go in the pits. As we will probably soon see an overtake happen from Jamie on Daxi again. Daxi wasn't able to get Jamie away from the back. Still 4 tenths away, 3 tenths away, getting slight gravel on the tire. That is not good. However, it doesn't matter. He has DRS. He has more speed as he comes by. And now it's currently P11 because Borkus and Condul's both pitted. However, Jamie will have to worry that he does not push his tires too hard, because then, of course, the tire drag will be insane and he will have to pit again, losing even more time, even though he might win quite some positions right now. Turtle Master probably going for another one. Coming from quite far away. It will have to happen at the very end. Will he bomb the inside? Yes, he will. Will we see contact? No, we do not. Mr. Pizza is managing to stay ahead. Turtle Master losing slight traction at the acceleration. And still getting real close to Mr. Pizza. Mr. Pizza still managing to stay ahead. Turtle Master was just lacking the acceleration down in the first few corners, as Mr. Pizza survives yet another lap ahead. Great racing from the two people, both battling for the race win. Love to see it. As you can see, the field is really starting to split up right now. As you can see, quite the gaps in the middle, with both Dave and Lumbergumber currently in no man's land, as Dave is slowly trying to catch up to Markov, who is ahead. As we have Borkus overtaking that northern, and Mr. Pizza goes into the pits, with Turtle Master staying out. I think Mr. Pizza was on the mediums. And it was Turtle Master who was also on the mediums, I think. Yes, he was indeed. It was Lumbergumber who was starting on the hards and has already pitted, currently for the mediums. What will Mr. Pizza do? Will go out on the mediums as well. But Borkus setting the fastest lap on really, really fresh tires, which are the mediums. So far, no penalties, which I'm quite surprised about. Normally around this time we do have penalties already. But good to see that we have not, as we can see Jamie going for an aggressive line around the outside. Pretty hard to work. Really putting pressure on Daxi by almost showing himself going for the inside. Backs off on time though. But still putting pressure on Daxi, almost forcing a mistake out of him. Great aggressive racing style, but still playing it safe, so that he does not make mistakes himself. Jamie, who qualified pretty far... no, never mind, it wasn't him. He did qualify pretty far back. He qualified P4, currently battling for P11 because of the spinning mistake. Now I remember. Though after great drivers, Daxi has proven with his track record that he is a great driver. However, he is struggling on the hard tires, as Jamie, who has proven himself as a fast driver on this track, is trying to get by again, getting a little bit of grass, losing a little bit of speed there, but with the use of DRS, he makes light work of him as he is trying to go around the outside, as we have two other cars rejoining the track. As it is Arthur also getting real close to the head, and it is Arthur sadly getting a slight contact with Borka's, trying to stick as close as he can. He was already pretty close before, and he's now just falling right back behind as we have a great 4-5-way battle going on from P7 all the way down to P11. Now I think as we are nearing the halfway point of the race, it feels good to repeat it. If you ever feel like participating in these races, you can join our Discord, which you can find on almost all of our socials, or ersracingleague.com. There you can join our Discord, apply totally for free, and you could be next joining these races. We are always looking for reserve drivers to join the madness that is these races, as we have Nat Northern and Markov at the very back, side by side through the last few corners. A great battle between the two of them, as it seems to be going the way of Markov, as Dave snatches the race lead away, I guess, as it is the current race leader who has pitted. Turtle Master has pitted before, as it is Dave currently out, I think, on older hard tires. Indeed, 14 lap-old hards, as Mr. Pizza on 2 lap-old mediums is just wanting to get by. Whoa, that response time of Mr. Pizza. Dave almost sliding out. Mr. Pizza barely able to dodge him as he lunges for a late break down the corner and makes it work. Now he has to try and get away as fast as he can. He lost plenty of time behind Dave, as Turtle Master is soon to follow, and it seems like he has way more speed than Mr. Pizza. So Mr. Pizza has to worry about his time, has to worry about his speed limit. These two have been battling it out for its entirety, as Lumbergummer used this time to get closer than he was before. Somehow it is still not raining, but still the sky is looking pretty gray, as Jamie is winning a position with Razor. Jamie working his way further and further ahead, with Daxi now falling further behind, as Mr. Pizza gets overtaken at the start of lap 16 with the use of DRS by Turtle Master. Razor snatching the position back from Jamie. As is Razor with the fastest first sector, down in P6. Impressive stuff. However, he will have Jamie, who is right behind him, putting pressure on him. We will have to worry, as it seems that Daxi is the first to get a penalty, the track limit penalty, the one we see oh so often. But it's the first one on lap 16. But it seems that Lumbergummer is struggling to keep up with the current top two. Still quite far ahead, so as long as he keeps it clean, he will have his spot on the podium. As Turtle Master sets the fastest lap, a 1:14.2. As Mr. Pizza wasn't able to make it work and get back ahead. As we can see, Razor going for the overtake with the use of DRS at the very end of the straight. Did make it work though, and is already on a comfortable distance away from Janice, while Janice is now under pressure from Jamie. Let's see if he's able to keep up with him. He is only 3/10 away, going slightly wide, but has a better exit, I think, than Janice. Yes, he did, as Janice is struggling to stay close. He will have DRS here to try and get back at Razor, who is slowly trying to pull away. And there goes all the time that he just won, with Janice going slightly wide. Razor does have the better line, as Janice is just trying to keep it at half a second, I think, because half a second is about the time that you need to go for an overtake down the finish straight. And he is struggling to make it work. But we might still see a good overtake happening. DRS is enabled. He is climbing closer and closer. It will come down till the very end of the straight. He goes for it. Has enough speed. And Razor kind of just opens the door for him, saying, alright, pass me. I will just get back at you later on. As Dave is still managing to stay somewhat ahead of Janice, but he is losing a little bit of time, I think, compared to Janice, because I think it was still Dave on 17 lap old hards. He is playing the long run. He did start pretty much at the back, and he is now currently fighting himself in P4 with a slowly closing gap with Janice behind him. So he will have to decide when to go into the pits, because staying out will cost him more than, I guess, going into the pits. As Mr. Pizza snatches back the race lead at the end of the straight in lap 19. As we have Dave indeed going into the pits right now, as if I whispered it in his ears. And Razor goes for the overtake, now finding himself in P4 with Janice in P5. Dave, who was P4, now finding himself in P13, does have about 14 laps remaining, so he can drive pretty aggressive, if I say so myself, and maybe win quite some positions. As some others still have to go for the pits, or they will risk losing a lot of time because they will stay out on way older tires. As we can see, Mr. Pizza and Turtle Master still battling it out from the very start of the race, still with an ongoing battle. Now going into lap 20, both still going back and forth, as we will probably see Turtle Master coming from afar on soft tires. Those will die real soon, if I'm correct, because Mr. Pizza is staying out on the mediums. So I don't know how much longer the tires of Turtle Master can keep going. 6 laps on the softs. Condos is already on 8 laps on the softs, as he already goes into the pits. So it isn't looking promising to Turtle Master. So we'll probably have to go for an early pit stop again, as Razor was just overtaken by Janice again. With Janice now currently in P4, 13.5 seconds behind Lumbergumber, which is comfortably cruising his way down. Currently in P3. Was looking like a good opportunity to overtake for Arthur. However, with a slight mistake, he finds himself dropping back down. DRS zone coming up for Franz. Is he able to get close? The DRS zone will be too short to make work of it, because Daxi also has DRS. As we will probably only see real overtakes happening down the finish straight. As Turtle Master is getting close with the older, I guess, soft tires, who are probably getting closer and closer to the end of their life at the end of the straight, managing to snatch back the race lead. As Jamie goes into the pits, showing great pace, great battles, started all the way at the back. Now slowly working his way forward, as we can see Arthur go for the overtake. Slight contact between the two. And it seems like Arthur might still have it, because just Borkus didn't want to risk it. Slight release just gave the space to Arthur, because he knows he can get back at him later. Slight mistake from Daxi will cause him to lose a little bit of time compared to Franz. As you can see, he is only 2 tenths away. As long as he can keep it going with a dirty air, it is hard to measure your braking points. Turtle Master, current race leader, getting a track limit penalty, which will make road shake for him. Because now it means if Lumbergumber ends within 3 seconds, Turtle Master will not only lose his chance to win the race, but he will also find himself on P3 possibly, if Lumbergumber just shows that he has the pace which he needs. As it is Daxi going into the pits. And Lumbergumber going out on the softs, I think. Turtle Master now being overtaken again by Mr. Pizza. And also having a 3-second penalty. Lumbergumber will have to work some Lumbergumber magic to get up back to P3 all the way from P8. Jamie in the back looking to overtake Daxi, who is still on the colder medium tires. Slight tap on the back of Daxi by Jamie, causing him to lose traction a little bit. Daxi is managing to stay ahead, however. But both of them have quite some pace. They have battled before. Jamie ended up ahead, though. But now when they're both on the newer tires, however, Daxi on the mediums will have more grip, will have, in theory, a better shot at getting away. How will Jamie keep up with him? But Turtle Master now going into the pits. The softs at the end of their lives, as Mr. Pizza will continue to push on his mediums. Will Mr. Pizza stay out till the end of the race on those same old mediums who are getting closer and closer to the end of their lives, or will he also go for a pit stop? Jamie now sadly losing time compared to Daxi. However, he does have DRS. DRS is open, will allow him to get closer. It will be risky to go for the overtake at the very end. Whoa, real defensive move from Dave, forcing Jamie to go around the outside. Jamie didn't want to risk it, so went slightly off track just to play it safe. And that is Daxi still managing to stay ahead at the end of the finish straight. Such an aggressive move of Daxi. So let's see if Lumbergumber is able to fight back. This is time that he is not able to lose. He needs to get back as soon as possible. Turtle Master, who pitted on second position, is now still 3 positions ahead of him. So he will have to work some magic. It will probably happen soon. Arthur does still have DRS. However, Lumbergumber is sticking close on the newer medium tires. Is still using his battery as Arthur is just trying to fly away, overtaking Franz at the end of the straight. As you can see, the Lumbergumber is sticking close. Whoa, slight contact between Franz and Arthur, causing Arthur to lose quite some speed and his shot to overtake Franz, with Lumbergumber having to dodge out of the way and lose some time compared to Turtle Master, which he still doesn't want to. Arthur's playing it real defensively through here. As you can see, that Lumbergumber just wants to get by as soon as possible. Probably going for the switchback right here. Arthur is not leaving space, as Turtle Master instantly finds himself back in P2, making light work of all the traffic as Lumbergumber is struggling to work his way forward. Will Lumbergumber be able to do it through this sector? Arthur is going wide. Lumbergumber has more grip, will have more speed. However, through this corner, he can't really have speed, as Franz is also struggling to try and get away from Arthur, as Arthur just tries to keep Lumbergumber behind him. Lumbergumber already more speed, already almost right beside him before even the DRS zone. Arthur finds a little bit more speed, probably using up all his ERS. Yes, he does indeed, as Lumbergumber goes for the inside. Franz closing the door almost for him entirely, with Arthur now going around the outside, having the overtake. Franz making a slight mistake. Slight contact between Franz and Lumbergumber, causing Lumbergumber to slot back behind again, losing even more time to the battle that he wants. Mr. Pizza suddenly lost 2 positions. I think Mr. Pizza made a mistake. Now fighting back, getting ahead of Janice, as Janice is slotting right back behind. But this is a battle that we want to watch. Lumbergumber was P3 for its entirety, just stuck behind 2 people in P5 and P6, making it real hard for him to get by. Lumbergumber driving the smoother lines, probably has more battery. Never mind. Franz has more battery, so it means that Franz will probably have a good shot managing to stay ahead of Lumbergumber, but will they still be in attacking range of Arthur? Here you can see Lumbergumber already pretty aggressive. Franz still within the DRS, both about the same speed. As Arthur will have to drive defensively, already closing it off again for Lumbergumber. Lumbergumber is not having it easy as Franz finds himself ahead again. Slight contact between Lumbergumber and Arthur as just Lumbergumber can't seem to get close constantly. The doors are being closed in front of him as he goes for the bomb around the inside. Lumbergumber is getting impatient. Is now looking around the inside, meaning he has the outside around here. Late braking, trying to go for the switchback. Once again, Arthur is closing off that racing line that Lumbergumber wants to keep. Condul's getting a 3-second penalty for track limits. As we will have this battle continue yet again, 6 laps remaining. Lumbergumber will say goodbye to the podium position if it keeps going like this. This pizza now outside of the 3 seconds as Franz makes a mistake being forced in ghost mode as I think his internet gave out. Franz, who had a good session, sadly will probably lose a lot of positions right now because of it as the battle continues between Lumbergumber and Arthur. Here we go with the DRS and Arthur without any possibility to work with Franz to keep Lumbergumber behind him. Will have to slot behind as Lumbergumber will now finally start his attack back at podium. Is he able to make it work? Already almost a second ahead of Arthur. That just shows how much Arthur was able to slow down this champion called Lumbergumber. Jamin Bork is battling it out in the back as Franz loses another position because of the connectivity issues. Turtle Master receiving another 3 seconds penalty, basically saying bye-bye to the race win. But he has to make it work if he wants to stay ahead of Janice, who is struggling. 6.5 seconds if he's able to snatch back those 0.6 of a second. He is able to keep it work. Oh, your electricity went out. Yikes. Yeah, you are, Lindsay. Sad to see, sad to see. As he is dropping further and farther, and probably the AI will retire for him right now. Or not, and he will remain. As we have Daxi trying to get closer. Around the inside, oh, almost getting oversteer, managing to keep traction, however, managing to catch it on time as he remains putting pressure on Dave. We might see an overtake happening from Mr. Pizza right here, down the straight. Turtle Master, already 6 seconds. Mr. Pizza basically has a guaranteed first place. However, will he go for an overtake? It's too far away from Mr. Pizza, so he will be slotting right back behind. As Lumbergumber already winning 4 seconds compared to Razor, now slowly working his way forward. Will he be able to do so? I don't think he will find himself on the podium anymore because of that funny thing that both Arthur and Franz did. Lumbergumber with a great line, as you can see Borkus and Jamie battling it out in the back again. Boom, still swapping positions back and forth. Great battle between the two that has been ongoing for quite a while. Come on, Lumbergumber, show us what you got. How fast can he weave through these two drivers, both Razor and Janice? And Nat in last place, also getting a 3-second penalty for track limits, as Mr. Pizza overtakes the Turtle Master at the very end of the straight. Now currently back where he began. He began on pole, and now with 3 laps to go, Mr. Pizza is still leading the race. Oh, Lumbergummer gets so close to the back of Razor, as Janice did the same. Razor making a slight mistake, going wide. Lumbergummer instantly attacking, winning that position. Will he be able to get by Janice soon? Getting the inside, he will have the outside of this sector, as Janice also is lacking the acceleration. Now falling right back behind of Lumbergummer, now finding himself back in P3. Is he able to put enough pressure on Turtle Master through the last 2 sectors to get within those 6 seconds? He will have to work some magic, some Lumbergummer magic. We have seen it before, but it will be hard to do so. As Jamie seems to have made a mistake, causing him to lose quite some time compared to Borkus. I think with the battle between the two, it is Jamie who spun out or slid out, losing a position. As Turtle Master and Mr. Pizza are still side by side. 2 laps to go, as it seems to be going the way of Turtle Master. Will Mr. Pizza be able to snatch it back? I don't think so, as Lumbergummer is losing more and more time compared to these two, who are just having the greatest battle of a lifetime. From the very start of the race, probably all the way till the end. As we are nearing the end of the race, we still have 2 ongoing battles between Razor and Janice, and between Mr. Pizza and Turtle Master. Basically, it has already been decided that Mr. Pizza is winning the race, but of course they can have the battle that they want. They are 2 formidable foes against each other. So let's see how they compare and who will end up on top. Seems like Razor is struggling to stay behind of Janice. He will have DRS, however. Will he be able to use it to close the gap? The answer is yes. But I don't think he'll have a shot at overtaking Janice at the end of the straight. No, he does not. DRS already closed. But he did get back close, and possibly within attacking distance even, of Janice. Still, it is starting to rain. Starting to rain at the very, very end of the race. We have 2 more laps to go. Will people go pit for the intermediates? I doubt it. But as predicted from our CEO himself, Jordy, it is indeed raining. At the very, very end of the race, it will probably get slippery pretty soon. But I don't think it is worth to go pit for the wets. As you can indeed see, Turtle Master sliding left and right already. He is staying out. Same for Mr. Pizza. Mr. Pizza on the softs. However, Turtle Master on the mediums. We might even see a safety car or a crash happen at the very end. This entire race without any crashes, without any DNFs. Will it stay the same? Mr. Pizza gets back ahead at the very end of the finish straight. In the last lap of the race, is Mr. Pizza able to carry this till the very last moment of the race? Starting on pole, will he finish on the position that he started? As you can indeed see, the raindrops starting to appear as Janice lost control, losing a position to Razor. Razor now finding himself in P4. As you can see, the people are struggling to catch grip as the raindrops continue to fall down the very last lap. Daxi losing 3 positions, I think, just because of it in the last sector, as the top 2 are still battling it out. not letting go of that throttle. Grip lessening doesn't matter. Conditions becoming worse doesn't matter as we are going into the last 2 corners. Will Turtlemaster go for the overtake? Catching a little bit of grass, going wide. But it is Mr. Pizza crossing the finish line first. Here in the Spanish Grand Prix here at the ERS Racing League. Impressive stuff from the both of them, with Lumbergumber getting a comfortable 3rd place. Basically smooth sailing, except for the middle part where he was struggling to get by Arthur and Franz. But that was some impressive racing that we have seen. Congrats to all the drivers on making it out of the race. And everybody got real lucky with the conditions turning at the very last lap. As we see the final pass, 2 drivers cross the finish line. As we have a collision between Conduls and Jamie. Conduls just slamming the back of Jamie, causing Jamie to slide out at the very, very end. That is so unfortunate. As you can indeed see a Red Bull just crashing into the finish line. What a weird ending to a pretty eventful race. And here you have it, the podium ceremony, with Mr. Pizza winning the Spanish Grand Prix. Now once again, if you ever want to compete in these races, you can join our Discord, which you can find on almost all of our socials, or ersracinglead.com. In the Discord, you can apply to join one of these tiers, as we are always looking for reserve drivers. It is totally for free, and we try to offer the best racing experience we can offer, with the full team ready to work for that exact goal. Here you have a driver of the day, Arthur. I think that is pretty accurate. I think that is really deserved. As you can see, Dave with the cleanest drivers and most overtakes. I think Dave could honestly have a good shot at actually being the official driver of the day. Had a horrible start and just working his way forward. As Turtlemaster P2 sets the fastest lap. I hope you all enjoyed. These are the final standings. Mr. Pizza winning the race with Turtlemaster and Lumbergumber to close off the top 3. Well, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a blast watching this stream as I did. And I hope to see you soon. Once again, if you want to participate in these races, you can join our Discord. You can find down below or in any other of our socials. And make sure to apply there. Once again, my name was Pixel Thomas, and I hope to see you all next time. Next Wednesday, I will be racing myself, so no commentary for that one. So I will be back next week, possibly with Tier 1 or possibly Tier 2. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you